He's got a flak cannon. Here.
Nice.
I have salt.
Something's wrong.
I have
Why are you
salt.
dropping so slowly?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait it out.
That's 1/4 of the pods ejected.
That's all?
If only... Yeah. Anyway. If only I understood what the hell is going on.
Ah, don't bother about it.
I've got 1/2 done.
Oh, we're waiting. Okay, we're waiting.
I think you're clearing the raid so you can raid to get it top.
Patriot, over there.
I was like, why are the rocks here?
I don't know, dude. They were like, might as well.
3/4.
Yeah.
Sure is taking his time.
You know, even fun combat can be annoying if it's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like no reason.
Catch up. You need this.
Thanks.
Sure do.
That one. Now.
Okay. Booker, the lines are clear.
I mean, at least the enemies seem to fight each other as well.
Can't even tell.
I just saw one of the box shot at the dude on the thing.
We're going down. Oh.
I may be the one who strikes you down, DeWitt, but you've always had a knack for self-destruction. Who's to say you won't beat me to the punch?
Okay. Oh, Liberia, thank you.
One more deck.
Ah.
Let me take care of this on my own.
No, I'm going with you.
Ah.
Take this.
Thanks.
Here, ammo.
Whoa! Hello?
Booker salts.
The salts.
Need this?
That'll do.
Like my memory of this is so bullshit. I remember this, but I only remembered fighting a handy where there's
Fighting a handy.
handyman.
That's it.
Handy in German just means mobile phone.
Because it's in your hand.
Yes.
Wow. And it gives you hands ups.
Booker, here.
Much obliged.
I would love to aim. Okay. Thank you. Elizabeth's just running through the fucking gunfire.
Skyline to the prophet's cabin.
She's... Maybe she is a little sister at this point.
Yeah.
Which just means we have to break her legs over and over and over again. That's a rough.
Okay, let's pick up a medical. No.
Do it.
I'm just, you know, going,
Yeah. Yeah. Just letting it all out. Charge into battle.
Open wide.
Find something.
Just comes Sog standing there in his safe place hearing
Losing
I
brain
get pumpkin
cells.
away with the I'm gonna close the window. Booker, do it. In the
Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. Do It in the flesh. Or should I rather say, in the half suit?
You've come to wipe your slate clean, false shepherd.
The
But
brain
time
cells
will walk backwards before
Evaporating
you find
rapidly.
redemption. Some sins can't be forgiven.
Is this it? I want chocolate.
Where?
Mr. DeWitt. Confront
This is my
Costa.
tower.
And
What's
from
this?
Comes
Siphon.
I saw this
Look
there.
at all the
I hear you
pictures.
singing from above, and the machine came to life in response.
And then in my mother's grave, there was a smaller one. They were draining me. Maybe that's why I can't.
Can't what?
When I was little, I used to be able not just to open tears, but I could create new ones. To anywhere I wanted to go. But in the tower...
Yes, I'll be right with you.
Whatever. Will I need chocolate
Stay
for
back.
this?
I'm ending this.
I'm gonna get you some
Booker,
chocolate
no.
after this.
This is between me and him.
You are walking into a trap.
I need to do this.
Come here, child. Oh, come on, I don't bite. My, oh my, how you have grown.
Tell me, what am I?
Look at you, child, you're
Hey,
a mess.
let go of her.
Elizabeth,
Ew.
everything I've done to keep you safe.
Safe from what?
Seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. But the archangel revealed something else. Beware, prophet. Beware the false shepherd Booker DeWitt, for he shall be as a wall between her and destiny.
Why?
DeWitt, I'm a fool. I've sent mighty armies to stop you. I've rained fire on you from above. I did all of that to keep you from her, when all I needed was to tell her the truth. Ask him, child. Ask him what happened to your finger. Ask DeWitt.
Let go of me!
Ask him. Ask the false shepherd. Tell her. Tell her, false shepherd. Tell her the truth.
My hand.
Tell her. Tell
Please
her
let
about
go.
her finger.
I don't give a fuck about the finger, dude.
Ask her about the finger.
God damn it.
It's important.
She's your daughter, you son of a bitch! And you abandoned her!
Oh.
Was it worth it? Huh?
Ooh.
Did you get what you wanted?
Booker.
Tell me!
Booker.
Tell me!
It is finished.
Nothing is finished!
Booker.
You lock her up for her whole life!
Booker.
You cut off her finger, and you put it on me!
Booker, stop it! You killed him. What did he mean? Huh? You tell me, what did he mean about my finger?
I don't know. Yeah, I just assumed you were born with it. I don't know.
Your nose. It's bleeding.
What? Elizabeth, I swear to you, I have no idea what he was talking about.
You too. You just can't remember it.
No. I'll prove it to you. We'll destroy the siphon. The answer's behind one of your doors. You just have to open it.
Destroy the siphon? It's the entire tower, Booker. How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, but I'll think of something on the way.
Okay.
I just wrote something down because I think I remember something.
Okay. Is there more combat or is that this it?
I think there's more combat.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Maybe, wait.
When a soul
Yeah, the
is
final
born
boss
again,
is still
what happens to the one left behind in the baptismal water? Is he simply gone? Or does he exist in some other world, alive, with sin intact?
Find the controls. Where are the controls, bestie?
Okay, so I'm happy now because I saw some pictures of what's to come. Which means I still played. Like, I did all of this and I played beyond this. So I think I really quit the game at like the last possible moment. But yeah, the bullshitting is all just...
This seems right up your alley.
Well, what happened to the finger, huh?
Who the fuck cares about the fucking little finger, dude? It's not even the whole
if you were emotionally
finger.
invested in Elizabeth, you would care.
The fuck? This is so stupid.
The game really tries to force that on you.
Now what?
Like, ask her what a finger.
What is she trying to tell us? Cage. Cage, I'm missing something.
They said they knew what was best for us.
Booker?
They said they knew what was coming next.
Booker!
Did you see this coming, old man?
Okay, we gotta
Did you
get
see
ready.
this coming,
I think they mean to
Robert?
board us.
You ain't gonna place your daughter on the
bird.
throne. We're gonna place her in her grave.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We have to sing to him!
Sing to who? Elizabeth, stop it!
C-A-G-E! It's not a word, Booker! It's a song! Shh, it's okay. I'm here. Will you help me? I need you to protect me. Will you do it? Will you do this for me? Just this one last thing. Please. Go. Go! Go, go, go! Booker, he'll help us. We can use him against the Box fleet.
Is this the final boss?
Well, this is the final boss I fought.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I didn't finish this fight. I think this is where I gave up.
You can now command Songbird to attack enemy threats. Aim at any highlighted target and press F to start the attack. Larger targets will cause a longer cooldown. Okay.
Booker, tell him where to go. Booker, over there, the box.
We
this
need
is
this thing
chapter
to make it to
39, so-
Monument Island.
I did it. Did
Take
you?
out the gunship.
Nice.
So I basically fought this entire thing. I just gave up because I died some. Tired of it.
Booker, gunships.
Get ready.
But I'm very happy that you don't have to fight the Songbird, but Songbird.
They're on the barge.
Huh? Okay. No, I want to... No.
I can call Songbird in, Booker.
Okay, yeah. Shut up. Let me call the bird. F.
Bring down that gunship.
F for Vogel.
F for fucking Songbird, bitches.
F for bet you didn't see that coming.
Ammo, take it.
The Songbird is going to die and I'm going to cry. Best fucking character.
Yeah.
Just want to protect Elizabeth.
I mean, Just like Big Daddy's then being used and abused, but
Yeah.
he looks precious and he is precious.
The barge, Booker.
Is Songbird her real daddy?
I hope not.
Hit that gunship.
Yeah, let's just say like Elizabeth is the little sister and Songbird is the Big Daddy.
Yeah.
That kind of relationship.
Deserve to treat you this way. And what we got? Only the truth, brothers and sisters. Only the
This guy said, "Where are you?" Right behind me.
I'm pretty sure the reason why I gave up on it was because I was playing on
Songbird's
controller. I
ready,
think
Booker.
would have played this on computer, it would have probably not been as horrible.
What's up?
Need this?
Thanks.
But it,
You meant to use your vigors, huh? Why would I want it to attract the ground, dude?
it's if there's a lot of enemies, then what can just do area damage to them.
Oh.
Landing on the deck and being like, cute little fun boy.
Oh my god, how much health do you have? Jesus Christ. Look at that. Jesus. Okay, you done?
the streets were paved with gold, but they are paved with blood, sweat, and tears. Our blood, sweat, and tears. But today, our tears become gold, and your tears will become blood.
Zeppelin!
Destroy all Vox Zeppelines. Okay, oh.
Motorized
Get the Zeppelin!
Yes.
Coming.
She just gave a sign of life. I told her that
I've got
we
ammo.
finish the game.
What?
I told Chio that we're about to finish. She just
You just what?
oh I thought the stream was buffering for a second. I was scared.
Okay.
I just told her that we're about to finish because she just came back from the dead after a few days, you know.
Okay.
First thing I tell you, whispering.
Booker, catch!
She came.
Great.
Mike. Mike.
It just came, she came.
Mike, please. For the love of God.
I've got salt! Try to keep you soft.
I'll try to keep you soft. Oh, I'm gonna die. Shit.
How are you supposed to be soft with the songbird around all the time?
Appreciate it.
Vagina peace.
I only said she came because I stuttered. I couldn't finish my sentence because I
She
got
came.
confused.
She's here.
Stop! Stop! Oh no, she's alive.
I don't like the looks of this.
Shut the hell up, girl. I'm waiting for that cooldown.
Songbird's ready. I found
There, the
ammo.
gunship.
Okay. Oh, there's more.
Mike!
I don't know about to finish the game. It did sound like that, honestly.
Please! I want to take the ears off.
Those who run once will run always. Remember, gun.
Oh, I see.
What?
Nothing.
Here, bird.
Oh! Right, you are supposed to protect that bullshit
Yeah.
thing. That's why I kept dying in this. I was like, oh.
I hope that doesn't happen here. Because I don't want to fucking repeat everything.
It's half.
Yeah. Okay.
The Zeppelin, now!
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not obvious, is it?
There's like this tiny thing.
Watch out! Patriot!
Yeah, we are killing the resistance. Isn't that great, Mike? Well, we will cover that in the after, right?
The after party.
Yeah.
Are you the baddies? Are we? You could say.
Honestly, I would say the resistance is also the baddies.
Everybody's bad. Everybody's horrible.
The leader of the resistance wanted to kill a child in front of him for absolutely no fucking reason. Which isn't really like a good thing.
Catch, Booker! Here, ammo!
However, that does not mean that it should mean that the resistance is bad because one person went nuts. Oh, fuck me. Where?
Yeah. Gonna be great, man.
Where should I send him?
The gunship, now!
I'll see what else I can find.
I think it's almost dead now.
Find something soon.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Gonna be lit.
Yeah, that's basically what the game is doing, Mike.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. I'm holding back. I'm holding back, not commenting on this now because.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Tell me where to send
fail.
him.
Hit that Zeppelin.
You need salts.
Just to keep that in mind, this is easy.
Oops, sorry.
This is easy mode. How long do we even have to do this?
Oh my god.
Booker?
I mean, you can attack the Zeppelins by yourself. You have to wait for the
I think
bird.
there was some.
There's no. He's still there? There's no way out.
Ammo, Booker.
Oh my god, did you do it?
Okay, I guess I did it.
Not so bad.
Because it just said like destroy the Zeppelin. Holy shit.
Oh,
Holy shit.
okay. Oops.
Oh my god.
Posture check. Thank you, Mike.
This is new for me now.
Yeah.
Never made it to this point.
Where the fuck are we going? Here, okay. Join Elizabeth at the bow. I am here, I'm at the bow.
Booker, come here.
What? What is it?
Look, you can use the songbird to bring the whole damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger,
About my finger?
everything.
You know, the important stuff. My fucking little tiny edge of my little finger. My little pinky. The important thing in this story.
Tear it down.
Just
Tear
wait,
it
the
all
finger
down.
is super important.
Fucking finger.
It's like the one piece that will connect it all. Just wait for it. And I know what's up with the finger, by the way. Just... I'm gonna blow your mind. Trust me.
Okay.
the Whistler. Elizabeth!
Hey.
The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control. He's coming.
No, he isn't.
Where is he?
Chew, hey.
Where is he?
It's okay. It's all right. I'm here. Just let go. There you go. There you go.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get some chocolate. I'm sad. I'll be right back. Fuck this stupid,
Yeah, I'm gonna get something to drink.
fuck this stupid motherfucking game. Piece of shit. Ah, okay.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
When you said I hope the songbird don't die earlier,
Yeah.
I was just sitting here like yeah, about that. Yeah.
Are you crying? Throwing up? Pissing?
The best character of the entire game
It,
has
it
died.
really was like such a cool character because like the most Bioshock thing left, you know.
It was the only character that did nothing problematic.
It just wanted to protect Elizabeth.
It's just a big daddy with wings.
Yeah, why? And, like, why did she have to kill him? It's stupid.
They were probably thinking like, oh yeah, people will love Elizabeth, and then the super heart-wrenching moment where you feel bad because she has to witness the death of her protector, and it's gonna be this sweet moment, but we're just sitting here like, Elizabeth, you fucked hard.
I don't fucking care about Elizabeth and her finger.
Yeah.
I clipped
It's
it.
bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I hate it so much.
What did you
It
clip?
was the death, probably.
And that's going, okay, bye.
And like this scene was the reason why I checked like all the time the like when Rapture was built, when Columbia was built and everything, because I remembered that she zapped you down to Rapture and wanted to know, was this before or after the fall? Because technically time-wise this should be after the fall.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks pretty destroyed. It looks like when we arrived there with Jack, like everything on debris on the ground. At least that checks out, I guess.
What is this place? Elizabeth?
It's a doorway. Great. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger. Is there an answer here? Do you...
Down here.
This is from Bioshock 1.
Yeah, this is the entrance of Rapture.
Over here, Booker.
Shut the fuck up, Elizabeth. I'm looking around. Fucking murderer.
Best
The finger.
finger.
We have to learn about the finger.
Jax is hiding in the corner like, how did I get here? This is where they threw down. Oh. This is nostalgia.
To a better
The
time.
Rosebud attacked you.
This is
where
where we
Atlas
have to go.
killed
Why?
Johnny.
What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
Let's leave. It's so nice that they remade the opening area exactly.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You're like, oh, this is Bioshock.
Probably
Unforgivable.
gonna regret this.
I had to pull Rapture into this. I hate it.
The music crew.
City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
So funny. You're so funny.
At least Rapture wasn't full with fucking racists.
Yeah, man.
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
What, the stars?
Come on. Come on, it's this way. Come on.
Shut up, you sister wannabe.
You will never be Eleanor.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
Okay. This is pretty. Oh. Take a screenshot of that shit. Hold on. Wait. Please let me take a screenshot. No, every time I'll tab, it puts a menu up. Come on, dude.
Are you playing this Steam? Or...
No, Epic. It doesn't have a thing to take a screenshots. That's so stupid. Look, this is so beautiful.
Yeah. This is importante.
It is importante.
Más importante.
Okay, I did it though.
So I've basically been on this I've been on the Atlantic Ocean, just on the wrong side of it. The wrong side of Iceland.
They're doors.
Doors to
everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
Okay.
Let's go to Paris.
I'm gonna drown you in Paris. How about that?
Hell yeah.
What are all these lighthouses? Where are we? Who are?
There are a million worlds. All different and all similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always a house. There's always a man. There's always a city.
Okay.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You,
It
me,
just likes
Columbia,
Paris.
Songbird. But sometimes, something's different. Yet the same.
Constance. And
He really wants to go to Paris.
You should see my face right now.
I can imagine your face is similar to mine.
Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen
We
all
don't
the
need to.
same.
Shut the fuck up.
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. We've already been.
This bullshit, fake, deep, motherfucking trash.
It's such fucking bullshit. I hate it.
It's
so
fake
much.
deep. It's not really deep. It's fake deep. It's like, oh, you
Yeah,
don't
it's like-
have to understand.
Let me
Okay.
This entire game is just I really think that they really thought they did. It's just the entire game.
I know this place. I was here. It's been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasted.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again? Take my hand.
No. No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
Was ready to drown deep and landed in the kiddie
Are you
pool.
ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and
This is
be
just
born
like the beginning of the
again
game,
in
Mike.
the blood of the
This is how it
Lamb?
starts. Even the same
Jesus,
priest.
wash this man clean. Father,
So cool.
make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it.
what are you doing to it?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with it.
Think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
I'm
One of my
clenching my
bets.
fists. I'm so mad.
And wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes. The girl for the debt. Wait, no, this is wrong. What is
Just to
this?
suffer.
It was no baby.
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Get ready,
There
Cat. Get ready,
was
Cat.
no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Do it.
Only babies in
Go
games and stuff are
You can wait as
have
long
this
as
type
you
of
want.
like clothing.
Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Okay, you can have her. There you go.
What choice do I have?
Good riddance.
The debt's paid.
We can just have
Mr.
another
Comstock
baby.
washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
No. I remember what I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on
You're
with
almost
our lives. You
over.
don't need
Dead?
to.
You mean like Chenlin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off!
It's
Give her back!
fine, hurry!
Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
No, you will not get caught in between. Come!
It is uncomfortable enough as it is!
It's going to be more uncomfortable if you don't come now!
If I get caught, it's going to be a very long time before we see each other.
You will not get caught, I promise!
You can't promise me that!
We're going to lose our window!
I'll wait, thank you!
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No!
Shut down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No! Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
The finger.
The finger. The finger. Okay.
She's gone. Booker. You shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
I told you it would work.
We already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna. So sorry, Anna.
Do you suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
I should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
What? Hair shirt? What does that mean?
Wipe away the debt. Bring
I
us
don't
the girl.
know.
Wipe away the debt.
See?
Bring us the
He's
girl.
starting to put his story together.
Wipe away.
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
Wipe away.
the brain adapts.
I should know.
Bring us
I
the
lived
girl.
it.
Wipe.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back, killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
Oh. Okay.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Yeah, you lost your little finger and everything.
Yeah, your finger.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are
Wait,
you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before? Wipe the slate clean.
who are
and
you?
start
You
anew.
chose to walk away,
Washed
but in
the
other
blood
oceans,
of the Lamb.
you didn't. You took the
Do you
baptism.
hate your
You were
sin?
born again as a different man.
Do you hate your
It all
wicked
has
What?
to end, to have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made. Before you are
And
reborn.
what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No. I'm both.
Riperino. Yeah. Should old acquaintance completed, teen soldier. That's the ending. I'm having a physical reaction right now. I don't know how to explain it. The bullshit is making my body like tingle, but in a way like I'm having an allergic reaction. I feel bad. My body feels bad right now.
Such emotion.
It's like a second hand, but not embarrassment. A second hand, like why?
Disappointment.
Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing how they delete one man because he's shit in some worlds. You can't tell he's dick in every world. Yeah, that's one one tiny thing you could criticize in the amongst the other things you could possibly criticize about this game, yes.
I just want to say one thing about the ending.
Yeah.
The scene where the baby lost its finger.
Yeah.
Was apparently supposed to be the scene where you figure out that she's your daughter.
Yeah.
But they say it before that happens.
Yeah.
So it's like they all amped up like the finger, and then
tell him about the finger. Also, the Booker being Comstock is like slipped in at the very last second.
Yeah. They like
why? Like I don't understand. Why did we suddenly jump to the conclusion that Booker is Comstock?
I think in this game it's a thing that people get nosebleed if you in another timeline dies. So when you killed Comstock in the final battle, basically, right? After you smashed his head into the baptism thing and everything, Booker got the nosebleed. I was like, ooh, coink. But at that point, like, I don't think it's ever said that there's like a connection. I don't remember, but it's like whatever.
So also in the ending, because we get killed by Elizabeth, she also dies because it doesn't exist if we die.
Yeah.
Okay. I
think like technically there's an infinite amount of youths and hers, so it's a thing like you could say, yeah, maybe you were the last Comstock to exist and they killed you, but then it's always the thing of, yeah, you are dead in every universe except for in the universe where you aren't. Because if there's infinite possibilities, then there's no way you could actually kill every single version of you. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, this whole entire fucking thing is bullshit. And it's like the 90% of the game is okay, yeah, we have a little bit of portals, and then at the end it's suddenly, oh yeah, Elizabeth knows everything. Elizabeth knows all the portals, and
Elizabeth is like a fucking deity or something.
Yeah, suddenly she knows everything.
I have, like, there are so many questions here, but the thing is, I don't think the game even cares to make it, like, make sense, because they slipped in the, oh, it doesn't have to make sense, you will not understand.
Yeah.
It exists and it doesn't, fake the bullshit.
Also, like, she tried for so long to get a portal to Paris, right? Like, that's the whole thing she did. Like, she painted Paris over and over and never did it. And then she suddenly... a city she doesn't even know exists. Technically, she shouldn't. Which is like the thing that bothers the whole thing with the Rapture, but it's another thing. Yeah, it just feels... They had this brilliant idea of all the different universes. There are a lot of games and TV shows and everything that handle this really well and make the plot twist where suddenly there's different universes. And I know it's a thing. Rick and Morty does it super, super well.
Again with Rick and fucking Morty.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's the best example for like a show that implements this kind of thing. It just, you can make something that's so confusing, but you also need the moment. And this game just doesn't have an moment. This game has an moment.
She showed the sense, Mike, of this?
Love Bioshock and read all the books. She explained all of them. I mean, there's only one book. Unless I don't know.
It all works together?
Yeah, the like, there is a connection they made between Rapture and Columbia, which is the reason why I hate this game. Because it does make sense, but it only makes sense because they made it make sense. You feel me? It's like, if you
I don't think it makes sense. What is the connection?
So, the issue is in the book Rapture and Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2, the whole story is written down.
Okay.
You know, what happened before, how Rapture was made, who was involved and everything. It was written down, it was canon.
Okay.
Then Bioshock Infinite came around the corner with the whole multiverse and rifts and such stuff. And the reason why I got upset when I read up on the Songbird was because the Songbird was built in united effort because someone from Columbia worked together with Souchon.
Oh.
But that only happened because at some point when Elizabeth, I think it was when Elizabeth reached her, what was the word again? Melancholy? Menarche, whatever the fuck. When she hit puberty, the whole rift thing got super unstable and they started opening up everywhere.
Right.
So it just so happens that some opened up in Rapture, and the scientists from Columbia started working together with the scientists of Rapture, which just, you know, makes perfect sense. And that's also how they started working on the vigors and swords in Columbia. They got all the technology from Rapture, basically. And you know, that's why it makes sense, because that's why it's connected and everything. But it's bullshit. Because Bioshock Infinite literally had to use...
You know, the thing is, with this with the Rift, it's such bullshit, because with that logic, Bioshock Infinite is connected to could be connected to every single fucking video game ever existing. Just open
Fallout.
a fucking Fallout. Yeah, open a portal and get a fucking bodysuit or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's such a weird.
It's a weak. I think it's really weak.
It's weak.
Because they could have made... the whole thing with Rapture is that nobody knew Rapture existed. It was so secure and everything when the first Spider and Houdini slicers, the first issue was security. They could get out of Rapture. They could, like, people on the surface could catch wind. They were super secure with the smuggling and everything. And I just think if suddenly a weird portal opened up in Rapture and some scientists come in there and want to work with you, that wouldn't fly in Rapture.
Mm-hmm.
It was strictly forbidden to get anything from the surface into Rapture, so much that Andrew Ryan shut down the whole trip to the surface thing that was that existed in Rapture, because he started to be like, yeah, there's a security issue if people just can make a vacation in the surface, and that's also why, like, one of the points why the civil war in Rapture started, because people felt oppressed because they couldn't go back to the surface anymore. So, and yeah, Subject Delta was a diver who just stumbled upon Rapture and immediately got jailed up. So if there were just random people that don't live in Rapture, they wouldn't be like, oh yeah, here are our plans for Daddy technology, and yes, we have plasmids. I think Frank Fontaine would not like that. But yeah, that's what I got about the connection to Rapture. I mean, there's also, like, you would see in the DLC, there's something that bothers me a lot, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I stand by my opinion that, and I think you also mentioned it, that this game is just called Bioshock in name. It has like an Easter egg with you dropping in Rapture for 1 minute, and that's it.
Yeah.
That it's such a different game, and it goes in such a different direction with the story and stuff.
Yeah, I think what I said was that they thought they added the Bioshock title to be like, hey, look, it's cool, it's another Bioshock, but in the end they shot themselves in the knee, because now always will compare it to Bioshock, and implementing Rapture into the game just makes it worse. They could have had probably a very cool, interesting game if they didn't connect it to the Bioshocks. Or at least a better experience. I mean, if you're into that kind of game. I personally am not, but I know that there are people, you know, caught zombies and stuff, and Nazi stuff. People like these types of games, I don't. But yeah, should we start with the list?
Okay, let me first say my, like,
Okay.
complete my...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna skip this because it's distracting me.
Yeah.
I did not like the game. I'm sorry for anybody that likes it. I taking it as like a if we ignore the fact that this is supposed to be a sequel to Bioshock 1 and 2, even so, I did not, the overall impression was not good. The combat, even though the guns were fun and stuff,
Gun fun.
gun fun, little slow but good. But the combat sections were dragged out. The way the map was laid out was a mess to get through sometimes. It was disorienting. It was either you spam the fucking arrow and sometimes it doesn't even work because the arrow doesn't work well when you have to change levels. So it was confusing to get through. And the story was, it was so many things. Like the first part was so uncomfortable and like this completely focused on the racism story, but they don't stay there. Then it's like they completely change their minds. We ignore the racism, we sweep it under the rug. No, the story is not about the racism in Colombia. This is about Elizabeth and her tears. No, wait. The story is not just about Elizabeth. The story is about Booker, who was a plot twist, turns racist from religion or something. I don't fucking know. Oh wait. The story is about 20 billion lighthouses and 20 billion Bookers and 20 billion Elizabeths. What? Choose.
Yeah.
What is this? This was stupid and fake deep. That is, I hate. Again, I'm very sorry for my negativity, but personally, I hate fake deep shit. I hate it when suddenly video games or pieces of media, movies, TV shows and stuff, they suddenly go this fake deep way of, oh, I don't understand. You don't need to understand. It makes sense.
Yeah.
If you just open your eyes, open your foot. What? It's stupid. It's fake deep. It's not actually deep. It's fake. You're pretentious.
Yeah.
You're trying to excuse your plot holes with, well, billions of universes, so it has to make sense at one universe. No! Make it make sense in one universe, bitch!
And can I just drop in about the makes sense thing?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drag other game titles into this, but I can say I have played other games that had this exact plot twist, like, turns out you were the bad guy all along, or turns out there's multiple versions and everything's somehow connected, but then it doesn't make sense because there's unlimited use. And every time I had a plot twist like that in a game, I was sitting there, I was amazed. I felt like, oh my god, this is so cool. And this game is just like, oh really? Like, it's so disappointing. Like, the idea, I think, like, the basic idea that they had, it could have been amazing, but they just handled everything so... Like, the infuriating thing about this game is just how bad they implemented everything.
Yeah. And also it's unfocused. Like I said, at first it's like the racism. I'm eating chocolate, that's why I'm lisping.
Yeah.
The racism, but then you don't get a resolution to that.
Yeah, so I also want to say, when I'm talking about this game, I got the Bioshock stuff out of the way. I also, I played this game sometime when it came out. It's been a couple of years. I didn't remember most of the game. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to look at it as well, like, just as a game, not as a Bioshock game. And I had a better impression of the game before I've seen it again. Like, what I remembered was better than what I saw now. And I'm royally pissed off by what I saw, because it's like the Bioshock the Bioshock series was very good. And it's just disappointing that they did this with the title. And as its own game, it's just they had very, very, very sensitive there, and it's always a risk talking about them. I get why you would put it in like a medium like a game or a show. It's something that needs to be addressed. Even nowadays, it's still a problem with the racism and everything.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, then you have to have like some knowledge about it, do some research now how to handle this.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of going into the list right now with this, because the thing they did is just they had the idea like I assume the idea they had were like, these people, like the racism is bad, of course it's bad, but then just because one side is wrong doesn't mean that the other is right, and that can be a very interesting topic. Like it's always cool to be like in a story, like you meet all the enemies and then you look forward to seeing the heroes, and then turns out the heroes aren't actually the good ones either. That can be a very cool plot point, but not when you're dealing with a real issue that the world has had for so many years.
Yes.
You use very, very offensive words in this game, very offensive imagery that is very, very, very risky to put into a game.
And was
nowadays.
a reality, not fantasy.
It was a real issue that exists and still exists, and putting that into a game is a high risk. And then you cannot do a thing where like, yeah, but the guy, like the racists were right. They basically did the other people that were racist, they are right. That's what they did with this game.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, not even kind of. That's basically what happened here, because you then meet I'm always calling them. Then you meet the resistance, and instead of giving you a moment, because what I already said this while we played, what I would have liked is like you meet the resistance, and maybe they save you, and you sit together with them, and they tell you about how they suffered and their plans and how to make this better, or how they want to take revenge. Even I don't care. But if you only had like a scene where you sit down with them talking in a good manner, like just civilized people talking with each other, and you may be having the choice if you want to help them or fight against them, because that would also be a very Bioshock thing of them giving you a choice.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing, because you would at least have the chance to like these characters. But no, they give you the leader of the rebellion, and she's a fucking bitch. She's so unlikable, and then all the rest is suddenly trying to kill you, and then they just make them basic enemies and don't ever anymore.
Yeah, that is a main issue. Not only they choose to make racism like a main thing in, I keep wanting to say Rapture, Colombia, but they also take this stance, this insulting stance, when you really think about it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, well, you see, well, the racists are bad, but also, see, they're not completely wrong, because, see, the leader of the resistance is actually bad. And then it's like, well, it's fine to now suddenly attack the people that are fighting for basic rights.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's insulting. It's such a, also thinking of other games too, because it's not the first game that has done this, unfortunately. This is such a video game thing to do, and thinking you can get away with it.
Yeah, it's like one thing to try and have like both sides are evil, perfectly fine, but not if you touch sense topics like that. And I again have to say, I'm fucking white as white can be, and I'm even scared to even talk about this, because obviously I live in a very privileged, like easy life compared to whatever the fuck is happening in this game, like what they're portraying. I have no leg to stand on talking about this topic.
Yeah.
And just witnessing what they show in game is super uncomfortable, and that's fine. it's not supposed to be comfortable or funny or anything.
Yeah, it's meant to be uncomfortable. The thing is, I keep coming back to it because my head cannot wrap around this. The game dares to go all out with the slurs, with the imagery, from real, taking examples from real life, from the past. Yeah. It's not fantasy, it's not fantasy slurs, it's not fantasy imagery. It's real slurs, real racist examples that have happened, and you have them in the game, and then you don't have a resolution. Instead you go the route of, well, both sides are bad. Am I supposed to think that the devs also have this mindset in real life? I would think not. But when you do it like this in the game, it's such a weird thing to do.
It's just not good.
It's not good. And why did you not just have the splicers again?
What?
Why not just have the splicers again?
Yeah, can we get back the splicers? They were too high to be racist. I like that.
That was safe.
Yeah, and even, like, the thing is, even in, I mean, now we're comparing to Bioshock again, but, you know, you cannot not compare it because... Yeah. Thanks. In Minerva's Den, racism was touched. They touched the subject very gently and carefully with the protagonist of Minerva's Den.
Yeah.
And it was totally fine. They were like just, hey, you know, you could try and change your skin color and maybe have a better life. But he was like,
no, dude,
I don't, no. And it was fine. Because in Bioshock, of course, it also plays in a time like where all that stuff was an issue. But that's what I built Rapture, and you will come across a little bit of that racism and everything there too, of course. But it's just handled gracefully because people are not racist in Rapture. They know it's wrong. I like, Rapture gives me the vibe of people know it's wrong. They still have, like, maybe stereotypes in their head, but they've overcome it. They can be respectful with each other. And in this game, it's just like they're not even trying. And they really had a chance, maybe with Elizabeth and Booker. Like, they come to this place and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? Because, I mean, they tapped into it. At the beginning, you could choose to not throw the ball at the couple.
Yeah, but
that was a choice you could do, but that was the only thing that was like, yeah, racism is bad. This was the only scene where you could show that you don't like it.
the creepy thing, considering everything else, is that it also gives you the choice to throw the ball at the couple.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, of all the choices you could put in the game, you gave the choice to do that, which is interesting.
And also, I think if you do that, it doesn't really change anything. I think you still get caught and immediately into combat and everything. I think you just,
I bet.
Maybe you even kill them, like, with that.
Who knows?
I don't even know. I never seen it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even want to try to see what happens. It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to know, man. It's just very questionable who was really involved with making the game, and I'm so glad that the original maker of Bioshock was not involved with this.
Yeah.
Because Bioshock is like, it's literally my childhood.
Yeah.
Literally. I grew up with this game, and the book was, like, Bioshock was one of the 2 reasons why I learned English. Without this game, I would have never, or it would have taken much longer to meet some of my best friends I ever met.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting this.
Yeah.
It's so insulting to, like, what Bioshock is. And what it was about and everything.
Sorry,
also,
yeah?
Yeah. Oh, what do you want to say?
Sorry, I want to talk more about the racism. I can't help myself.
Okay, yeah, but also I want to remind you, I took a note for you, Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'll come back to that later.
Okay.
But also another thing about how stupid, like, you're trying to make it Shades of Grey, and it's so bad. You have the protagonist, who, by the way, it turns out, I guess, Booker, as neutral as he appears, I guess he's not he's not that good. He's so neutral. He never really takes a stance. And because we learned that, hey, he's like one baptism away from going full fucking white supremacist. He's not a really good guy, is he? He's like a tiny difference away from becoming this. So you've been playing as that guy all along. In the entirety of the game, he doesn't really take any stance. And the game tries, I guess the point is, well, in some realities he's racist, in some he isn't. Oh, fuck you, by the way. Because in this game, that is what you're presenting. I played for like, how long were we playing? I don't fucking know, I don't care. With a character that does not really take a stance. And Elizabeth also doesn't seem all that fucking bothered with all the fucking racism around her. Nobody's really that bothered. She just gasps at a dead body once or twice, but then she's fucking fine.
Yeah,
So
the biggest reaction she had was when she...
See what?
Like when Booker killed someone the first time in front of her, and then she...
See, you killed him.
And then it was just like, hey, salts.
Yes, have some salt. Snort it.
Oh, I read about this.
Oh yeah, I read about this. It's not like... It's pathetic, is what it is. Yeah. Because in the back of my head, I'm thinking, the devs did not dare to have Elizabeth and Booker take a more like concrete stance against racism, because the devs were too they did not dare to do that, to make people that are low-key racist, and they go on the internet being like, oh, woke, and that's what's on the back of my head.
I would say in quotations they didn't want to make and I say in quotations because political stance.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this in quotations because it's not, in my opinion, this is not about, like, people say it's a political stance. It's not a political stance, it's just logical thinking. It's like, as soon as you say, like, oh yeah, racism is bad, people... But it's not politics, it's just...
being a fucking decent human being.
It's the bare... No, it's not even the bare minimum.
Yeah.
The basis.
Yeah.
Of existing. It's just so infuriating.
So yeah, that is what's on the back of my head. It's like they did not dare to make Booker and Elizabeth being clear out, like, yeah, the racists are in the wrong here. They did not dare to do that. And I fear that this was a choice. I'm saying this based on, you know, the reality of how we see it in a lot of other video games with and game companies wanting to not openly say, yeah, you're fine, we want your money, but also not being like, you know, being quietly allowing the people that are bad people to allow them to like feel like they are included. I don't know how to explain it. I think you know what I mean.
It's offensive, yeah.
It's offensive, yeah.
Okay, I think we can talk about the racism part for all eternity.
Oh, yes.
But also, nice touch, devs giving the resistance devil horns later on in the game.
Yeah,
really.
That's great.
That's like... I have some notes. You still have the Dark Souls note. I took some notes about the combat.
Yeah, for the Dark Souls, I was going to say when the things with the timeline started popping up, I was thinking it's impressive that the whole time is convoluted and shit. Makes more sense to me in Dark Souls than it does in Bioshock Infinite. Yeah.
Can't wait.
That is the Dark Souls point.
Yeah, about the combat.
Yeah.
Because you and Luna said, I mean, Luna, I think, was the first one to say that the combat is better in this game.
Yeah.
Right? And I can imagine, yeah, it's probably smoother on PC and everything. I personally had the stance that it's not better than the old Bioshock because I remembered how much I hated it.
I mean, you did play with a controller.
Now, yeah, but that aside, the thing that you also said is like it's on multiple levels.
Yeah.
And you have to kill all the animals.
Animals.
All the enemies
Yes.
at some points. And I really don't like that because I remember in Bioshock, there were parts where I was like, okay, I don't fucking care. I just ran through it. I got almost killed, but I just wasn't bothered to fight them. I just went through it.
Yeah.
And here you're stuck like sometimes 20 minutes in a fight because you can't find the final enemy. He keeps yelling and shooting at you, but you just can't find him. And wait, need to look at my notes. Yeah, and in Bioshock, I just feel like Rapture feels more, let's say, realistic and alive because it's just enemies are everywhere, and sometimes there's just like a guy like going through the trash or looking at a corpse. You know, they are just like idols walking around, doing their own thing, talking to each other, whatever. So when you get into a fight, it feels more natural. And it's not just waves of enemies. And in Bioshock Infinite, it feels more like you get thrown from one arena fight into the next arena fight to the next arena fight. It just I don't know, for an open, let's say open city kind of thing, I think they would have profited from something more in the way that they placed Bioshock, just to have it not just waves upon waves all the time.
Yeah, it felt like there
would be more fluid.
It felt like they were forcing combat for combat's sake.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it was like, why am I fighting right now? Why am I fighting 50 enemies? It did not make much sense.
And in Bioshock again, I was like, I'm not gonna compare it to Bioshock, but hey. Well, they ease you into the combat, which I really like. It's like the first Big Daddy, you don't have to fight it. It dies in front of you, and it tells you, yeah, like, if once you killed it, you can, this is what you do with the little sister. And then every time, like, Atlas guides you to your first enemy and like, yeah, try this, do this. You know, you get an explanation how to do this.
Yeah.
In Bioshock, it's like, in Infinite, it's just, everything is peaceful. They see your hand and suddenly everyone wants to kill you. You don't get like a little trial. I guess your trial in this game is when you're on the fun fair and have to shoot some targets. That's your training in this game.
Yeah,
but it's just like from one. Even you said it when it happened. It's just from peaceful, suddenly everyone is killing you.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's kind of cool, like to have the switch over and suddenly everything is different.
Yeah,
but again, it was just not. It didn't come across like that.
The opening was cool, like the real call. That part was really cool. How it was, everybody seemed happy and stuff, and then you suddenly realize that everybody's like so happy for a raffle that's about specifically to who will throw the first fucking stone, basically, at an interracial couple. Like, that is a cool, like, chilling moment. Like, the raffle, and then it's this. This is a cool moment.
It's like hit with reality. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's like, do you know the game, what was it called?
What is it about?
Smile for Me, where you take pills to see everything happy.
We Happy Few.
We Happy Few, yeah.
Yeah, I love We Happy Few as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it felt kind of like that. It's like suddenly your joy wears off.
Yeah, also in We Happy Few, it's like you live a perfect, nice life, and then suddenly it dawns on you that the reality you see is not as pretty as you thought it.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that, which was very nice for a narrative standpoint. But then it all goes downhill.
Yeah, but I just don't like that it's immediately like, it doesn't really give you time to breathe because it's just combat, and enemies all around. In Bioshock, again, you have those where you walk for a while and you talk to people. Blessed be Santa Cone for giving us some peace. You know, you just have little fun moments, and
Yeah, and
it's well
also,
balanced.
yeah, the balance. I was gonna say the pacing in this game is also bad. Like, remember, there's so many moments where it's just so quiet. And the main thing about the previous two games is when and this is obvious when I'm editing them too. There is hardly a moment where you don't have an NPC or something talking to you and finding an audio log just giving you lore after lore after lore.
Yeah.
And in this game, an entire new world, Colombia, and there's so huge chunks where you're just walking around and trying to find your way. And that's bad pacing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, when people talk, then they all talk at the same time. Even we talk at this.
Yeah.
It's like as soon it's quiet, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a conversation. And then Elizabeth starts talking, and the Vox starts. And
Yeah.
You're just saying like, okay, cool.
And
I
no
will just shut the fuck
fucking
up.
subtitles.
Yes, which like no map and no subtitles. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Also in Bioshock is the example I always give people when I'm saying like what kind of games I like, because I like Bioshock not because it's a shooter. I'm not a big fan of shooters. I like it because it's a very, very story-driven game.
Extremely so. Yeah.
It's less of a shooter to me, but more of a you are being guided through a story and you learn about this place, because all the tapes you find is from an era before Rapture went down, and you learn about what life was before and how people slowly fell into insanity with the drugs, and
Yeah.
how like the Civil War started. You have so much interesting lore and so many interesting characters in this game. And I know I've only basically been watching you play this. I played Infinite myself. But the first fact.
Okay, before you start this, hold on. I have a Mando emergency. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's an emergency. I'm sorry, I had to pet her.
Yeah, understandable.
She was just staring at me. Please continue.
Where was I at? Oh my god, what was I saying? What was I saying?
You were about to start like a point.
Yeah, I was about to start. Oh fuck.
Look at your notes.
It's not in my notes.
Oh shit.
It was organic.
Oh shit, organic.
Shit, what was it? Wait, what was I talking about before?
I mean, you were comparing how Bioshock did everything, and the pacing. We're talking about the pacing.
Story. Shit.
Shit.
It's
fuck. Okay. Talk about something else when you remember it.
Oh, it was such a good point.
It'll come back.
Yeah, I have it. Okay. Like Bioshock, I played when I was 14. Bioshock Infinite, I played it whenever it came out. I think it was like 3. When did Bioshock Infinite come out? I forgot again.
17.
13.
Oh shit.
2013. How old was I then? I think it was like, that's 9 years ago, right?
I guess.
9 years. I'm now 26. Well, you can do, like roughly then I played it, and I could not remember 90% of this game. There were like 2 or 3 sections of this game that I remembered. I remember the DLC better than I remember this game, and I only played part of the first chapter of this game. Bioshock and Bioshock 2 I know by heart. And now Bioshock I have played multiple times, Bioshock 2 as well, which only like I think it tells a lot that I cannot remember shit of this game. Even Chio like apparently couldn't remember all the races. So it's a very like, you can tell that the pacing and storytelling is bad in a game when you cannot remember the game. Like there are games that I've played. I played the fucking Hercules PlayStation 1 game, the Toy Story PlayStation 1 game when I was a mere elementary school student or whatever. And I can remember the plot of those games. I can remember scenes and gameplay. I can remember more from my childhood than I can remember this game because I think my brain just forget this hot mess. And I have played Bioshock Infinite almost till the end. Like, I quit in the final boss because I failed so many times. I cannot remember this game. Like, the story, I even when you were playing, like, all this game was new to me because I just could not remember what happened. I could not remember the characters in this game because they're all so unlikable and not really, like, they're not just not memorable because there's nothing interesting to them.
Yeah, I guess that's why even like Luna also was like, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that, the racist stuff, because the game is also, it's not focusing on that. It sweeps it under the rug, and then you just blindly shoot everything that moves. So it's like, I guess it is easy if you're not like focused, and maybe you're not like talking to it with another person at the time, like we've been talking about it. So you just forget in the mess of all the other plot points that get thrown at you, you know?
Yeah, I assume like I said while you were playing that when I played this, I played it on the big screen in the living room. My parents were there watching.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just too young. I did not even really comprehend what I was seeing with all the imagery and everything.
Yeah, probably.
Which, I mean, I'm glad that I did not remember it because I this here with an open-ish mind. Like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore the Bioshock part and just look at it as a game.
Yeah.
But it's even worse now.
Yes.
Because now I know what this game is, and now I'm even more offended on Bioshock's behalf.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. You have anything else to say?
I mean, I've touched on what matters to me, like the fake deep bullshit, absolute trash, a mess. The ending, like, even say we liked the Booker, which I didn't fucking care about him. The ending, like, again, you have to kill to get surprise baptized to death by your daughters to end the timeline or whatever. This is such a
I also want to say,
yes,
again, sorry comparing to Bioshock.
How dare you?
There was one scene at the beginning-ish part of the game where you're elevated big screen where Comstock talks to you. I am set on that is supposed to be a cinematic parallel to the scene in Bioshock 1 where Andrew Ryan talks to you with the big screen.
Yeah.
And the ending, because Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 both ended with the Little Sisters. And I think they only made this ending the way it is, with like multiple Elizabeth standing and looking down at you, because all the other two Bioshocks ended with a lot of girls
a lot of
looking
girls.
at you. Yeah, Bioshock 1 ended with all the little sisters you rescued, like putting the hand on you, like being there, comforting you. Bioshock 2 is just all the little sisters are there and Eleanor smiles at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this with all Elizabeth smiling at you while you die. Like, there is a connection, but it feels so like, oh my god, look, it's Bioshock. Ooh. And that is what makes me very angry, that they tried to like, oh look, we have Rapture and Bioshock parallels, and I'm just thinking like, yeah, thank you for that. Fuck you.
Thank you.
It just feels, I feel insulted.
It is bad.
I, however, like, highly recommend that. I mean, we don't have to play a lot, but to at least like dive into the DLC, just to leave on a positive note. Just seeing something nice, you know? Just tasting the
yeah, I don't know if today is the day.
And that's why I'm saying you don't have to like play a lot, just like the beginning of the DLC is kind of like Bioshock Infinite itself. It's just peaceful, just looking around a little bit, just to see what you are into. So maybe you have a little more positivity, because if you're just ending on this now, I don't know. I mean, you can do what you want, but I it's so pretty. I'm a simp, okay?
You know?
Yeah.
Stinky. Stinky.
Just get more quiet.
Stinky. Stinky. Stinky breath.
I can't get close to the microphone because I have to laugh. Oh. Hit my head on the...
You know what I like about us?
What?
I like that we have, like, intelligent, serious discussions about racism in video games. And then we start going, me, stinky. The duality of man.
I mean, I think that's good because your brain needs that.
Yeah.
I love being able to discuss serious things with friends, but I also want to say stuff like pee pee poop.
Sometimes you can only say pee pee poop until you feel better.